Hello everyone, today we'll be showing you how to make a Madagascar vanilla latte using our house-made syrup, and it's really easy to make. All you'll need is 1 cup of sugar. We use organic cane sugar, 1 cup of water, and 4 vanilla beans. These are grade A Madagascar vanilla beans. And you'll want to start by slicing them down the seam and then scoop out all the seeds and set those aside. After scooping the seeds out from all 4 vanilla beans, add the sugar and the water to a small saucepan, turn the heat to medium, and then give it a little stir and let the sugar dissolve a little bit. And then after that, you can go ahead and add the vanilla seeds as well as the pods. Once everything is in there, you can give it a little stir, and then it'll begin to simmer and then boil. Once it starts boiling and looks something like this, that is when you want to turn it down to low and let it simmer for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, turn the heat off and let it cool to room temperature. That should take about 45 minutes to an hour, and then you could go ahead and pour it into the jar. I also leave the pods in the jar as it'll still infuse and give more flavor, and this will last at least a month if you keep it in the fridge. And that is it when it comes to making the syrup. It is super easy and it's going to taste a ton better than your standard vanilla syrup. I'll also leave a link down below where we buy our vanilla beans. Moving on to making the latte, we'll be using our Mount Baker blend. It is our espresso blend. It's a nice medium roast, and we'll start by weighing out 18 grams, so make sure you tear out your scale and then add the coffee. After that, I'm going to pour the beans into the hopper. I don't have any other beans in there besides the ones I just weighed out. And then I'm going to pour some syrup into my mug. This is an 8-ounce mug. And I poured about a tablespoon or so in there. You could, of course, add however much or however little you want, depending on how sweet you'd like it. And then I'm going to pour in the milk. I'm using whole milk. It seems the best. And because it is an 8-ounce latte, I'm not filling it up to where the spout begins, but a little underneath that. Next up, we're going to grind our beans. I have my grind size set to 5. This is something that you'll have to adjust and play around with depending on the beans that you're using. And make sure you grind all of it so that there's nothing left in the hopper. And then we're going to tamp our beans so you get a nice even coffee puck that looks a little something like this. Next up, we're going to pull our espresso. We will be making a double shot today, so press on that double cup button and you can see the espresso is coming out great. It has a lot of crema to it, so this is exactly what we're looking for. And you can see the vanilla seeds mixed in with the espresso, so it gives it a little extra character and looks pretty cool. The last thing for us to do is to steam the milk. So once the wand is warmed up, you can go ahead and get this started. We want to begin by having the wand just barely submerged into the milk. This will introduce a nice microfoam. And once it begins to feel warm, go ahead and submerge that wand deeper into the milk until it's done. And you'll know the milk is finished once it is too warm to touch. So I basically gauged the temperature of the milk by touching the outside of the pitcher, and it will be at about 140 degrees. And when you're done, don't forget to clean and purge your wand. After giving the pitcher a couple taps and swirls on the counter, it is time to pour our latte art. And this is one of our signature drinks. It's one of our favorite and I think you'll love it. If you have any questions, please let us know down below, and thanks so much for watching.